my first question about your performance and your portrayal of Betty, is there a particular touchstone that you sort of grasped mentally or physically to sort of embody the character, something you kind of latched onto?
There were a few things that I
Okay.
latched onto. One of them was in crafting her voice. Beyond just the dialect work per se, I really wanted to carve out, and it's nothing that the viewers would notice. It was just for me, what does she sound like when she first meets Malcolm, right? She's 22, the young girl that she is. Then what does she sound like after she's given birth to 4 children, 6 children? And then what does she sound like after she's settled with grief? Right, by the time we get to the very last scene of the last episode. And just I had little clips that I would listen to because we don't have any recorded speeches from Dr. Betty Shabazz until after Malcolm was taken from her. I had to kind of build as to what would that have sounded like in her youth a little bit.
Okay.
But that was something I would listen to before every scene, just little clips of her speaking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's very interesting. And also regarding your specific portrayal and the production in general, what do you want viewers to be able to take away from you all's storytelling that's different than maybe what anything we've heard about these historical figures before?
I think a couple things. I'd say for one that these were young people, right?
Yeah.
Oftentimes we assume, I think because of the black and white photos, right?
Yeah.
It does a thing for us of making them feel like they're at a remove or that they had such older wisdom when they were in their 20s when they started this
Right.
movement, which means they didn't have life figured out, they didn't fully know who they were, and yet and still they had enough conviction to try and start a movement and did great things. I'd say that's one thing I'd want people to walk away with.
Yeah. That's very interesting. And that does shine through.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate your time.
Yes,
Thank you
thank
so
you.
much.